Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel. I hope everybody is doing well and taking care of yourself, being safe out there. So today's reading is who's coming towards you and why. And, what will they be thinking? What will they be feeling when they come towards you? Okay? Then I'm going to do the extended reading over on Vimeo where I'm going to look at, more things that they're going to be feeling and thinking when they come towards you, what your response to them will be, and advice. Excuse me. Also, I'll be looking at your guys' sex life, how this person views you sexually and how you view them sexually. So, without further ado, here are your options. Excuse me. Number 1 is calcite, green calcite. This is said to transform dark into light. Okay. Then we've got a selenite wand, which is great for cleansing negative energy, amongst other things. And then we've got the crystal heart. Quartz crystal makes any stone that it's used alongside with even more potent and powerful. It's also a good all-around stone. So, use your intuition to choose wherever your heart or your third eye or crown chakra are pulling you, then go with that one. And if you'd like to use this method, I can guide you through it to choose the best option for you. Timestamps are down in the description box below if you'd like to skip ahead. And thank you for tuning in. So if you'd like to use this method, you can close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose, nice and slow, and out through the mouth, nice and slow. And when you open your eyes, the first stone that your eyes goes to is usually the right reading for you, okay? So pause the video if you need more time. And thanks again for tuning in. Thanks to everybody who has ordered personal readings from me, who has liked, who has subscribed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's get started with option 1. Welcome, option 1. Thanks for tuning in. I hope everybody is doing well. So this is a reading about who's coming towards you and why, and what will they think, what will they feel when they come towards you, okay? So let me turn the cards over. They've been pre-shuffled this time. We've got bird flying. News is on the way. Somebody could be receiving some sort of news here from the Tea Leaf Tarot. We've got bird perched, another bird card. Okay, so that speaks to me about inspiration, divine guidance, communication. Waiting for news, a package or a letter. So the person coming towards you might be somebody that you're waiting to hear from. But let's see what else comes up. A man. For most of you, it's a man. Okay, dealings or relationship with a man. Perhaps somebody, again, that you already know, but not necessarily. From the archetype cards, we have detective. This is in the upright. So this is someone who has great powers of observation and intuition, a desire to seek out the truth. Somebody that is intuitive, investigative, and has a desire to seek out the truth, okay? We've got the liberator. This is someone who is freeing themselves and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. So this is someone overcoming outdated ways of thinking or outdated belief systems, freeing themselves and others, and releasing negative thought patterns. Very positive so far, option 1. We've got the Queen card in reverse. So the shadow attributes of this person will be someone who becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. So this can be a controlling and demanding person. Someone who can be arrogant when their authority is challenged, okay? So on the one hand, they free others and themselves from outdated and negative things. They have great intuition, but then, if you step on their toes, they can be controlling and demanding and arrogant. So, and from the music oracles, we've got Miles Davis. I'm just going to put that there for now. Mystic Moon's oracles, we've got contemplation, self-worth, and compromise. So somebody is contemplating coming towards you, contacting you, but they're taking into account their own self-worth, and they don't want to compromise their self-worth or any self-worth that they've gained since being out of contact with you. If this is somebody that you already know, if it's not somebody you already know, this is someone who's going to bring compromise and self-worth into your life. Either way, they could be bringing in and be attracted to your self-worth, and it could be a very contemplative person as well. And from the Love Oracle, we have the palm tree. Talks about security, stability, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. So this is somebody who is strong in the right kind of way, because true strength is flexible, like the palm tree. And perhaps somebody that can bring in some security or stability into your life. We've got the Love Yourself First card from the Romance Angels. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So I feel like this is somebody who is really increasing in their self-worth. They could have really put in some effort on their self-worth, and so self-respect is important to them. They know how to put themselves first. And then we've got the Trust card. The situation is calling for you to have trust or have faith. So back to this sort of spiritual energy I'm getting from this person. Somebody who I'm getting the word enlightenment. So whether they call it that or not, they are transcending negative thought patterns. They're becoming enlightened in a sense. They're having more faith, increasing their ability to trust. So how will they feel towards you? What will they think when they meet you? We've got the Queen of Wands. We've got the Fool in reverse. And we've got the Three of Wands. So this is from the Modern Witches Tarot deck. I think that's what it's called. I'm not great with names. So what is this person going to feel when they meet you, option one, when they come towards you? With the Queen of Wands, I feel like they're going to think, that damn, you're hot. They're going to think you're hot. And they're going to feel like there's a spotlight on you, and that everyone's drawn to your light. So they're going to really see you in a positive light. Okay, and find you very attractive. Perhaps you're a social butterfly, or you just know how to work a room. But there's this glow about you that they recognize and admire right away. And with the Fool in reverse, when this person comes towards you, they're going to think something along the lines of, like, I don't think I should make a move on you because it feels like a huge risk. So maybe, you're such a star, or you're so attractive, or you're so popular, or you're just really the center of attention, whether you're trying to be or not. There's something about you that they find a bit intimidating, makes them hesitate to come towards you at first. But they will, but it's going to feel risky to them. Also, I'm getting that there's a part of them that's really not ready for you, like you're more than what they bargained for. Again, this feeling of perhaps being intimidated. Perhaps they're afraid that if they make a move towards you, that they'll look foolish, and they don't want to look foolish. Okay? And with the Three of Wands here, they're going to be thinking and feeling, you could be across the room from them, you could be at a distance from them, or they just feel like there's a big distance between the two of you for some reason. And this could just be because they feel like you're out of their league, or that, because you're so attractive, you must be out of their league, or because you're so, outgoing or so charming, or whatever the case may be. They could be feeling at a distance from you. And so they're thinking about you like from a distance before they approach you. They could already have their eye on you. They're wondering about you, wondering how you are. If they just meet you, they wonder about you, what kind of person you are, what kind of life you live, like who you are, right? They're interested. Also, I'm getting that whether you know this person or not, when they come towards you, they're going to be really trying to envision, what the two of you could build together in your future. So they're trying to picture you. They're trying to picture you in their future pretty much right away. And this is what they're thinking and they're feeling when they come towards you. Then we have the Psychic Awareness card, Divine Soul number 47. It's got a silhouette, another bird. So this really could be an air sign, or birds can have some sort of symbolism for you. I feel again it's like a psychic message or a spiritual connection here. We've got the moon here, which can represent Cancer or Pisces. We've also got the fish here representing Pisces, and water. So it could be any water sign. It could be any sign really, but this is about psychic awareness. And number 11 is a master number. And that's what 47 breaks down to. So I feel this person will have some sort of clairsentience, some sort of clairvoyance, be receptive, could be communicating with you telepathically. You might be having dreams about this person coming towards you. They might be having dreams about you. This is about being in contact in the 5D. This is again speaking to what I saw earlier about this person having some sort of spiritual gift or enlightenment, or be working on that. Whether they call it psychic abilities or not, I mean, this card does say that, they could at the very least be having some sort of dream about you. Could be manifesting you into their life. This person has a hunch about you, I get. This person is the type that trusts their vibes and are working on embracing and trusting what they receive, because we saw the trust card here. So part of what they are learning to trust and what they are trusting is their ability to receive like intuitive messages and to trust their gut instincts and their hunches. Okay. And the Bard card here is an archetype card that I made, so that you got the Bard. And this is about, let's see, the pros of this type of a person is a very passionate, loving, creative, fun. It's like mutable energy. So mutable is the mutable signs: Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo. Could have that in their chart. If not, they'll have these traits where they're just sort of flexible. And we saw that with the palm tree card, talking about, flexible, and that flexibility actually helps them to grow and to grow any relationships that they're in, and to bend with the wind, to compromise. So this person will be able to compromise with you, which is good if you've ever been in a relationship with someone who was not compromising. Maybe this person always was not that way, or wasn't always that way, because we see with the Queen in reverse, they can be arrogant when their authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. So it's not like they've entirely overcome that tendency within themselves. But I am getting that they are, however, working on it, or have made great strides in that direction. This person is fun. They are open to new experiences. They are empathetic. So we saw that with the psychic awareness. They can feel other people's emotions. They can vibe out a room, pick up on the vibes in an environment, that sort of a thing. This is the type of person who only truly lives when they have like a muse in their life, something to look up to, something to aspire to, something that inspires them. And it could be this person is a musician with the Miles Davis card. All the cards in this deck are musical, but I really get he is a musician. He is not a singer or anything like that. He is strictly, a musician. So, and his attitude is play like you don't know how. So this is somebody that I always get is kind of coy, so it's kind of a watery energy. But it's almost like by being offbeat and marching to the beat of their own drummer, they actually are able to have more success that way. So this is somebody that does things their own way, and it works for them. And their lifestyle is progress is impossible without shock. So they're not someone who is afraid to disrupt the status quo. They're not someone who's afraid to go against the grain. Maybe they were when they were younger or something like that. But I feel like they've contemplated quite a bit about what it means to have self-worth, and that for them is honoring who they truly are, honoring their authentic self and expressing that. And this card also says the key notes are those left unplayed. So that's the message to you, is that key notes are left unplayed. So in any musical composition, the silences are as important as the actual music. So this person is going to be selective in how they communicate. I feel like they are a good communicator, but they don't talk just for the sake of talking. Talking and saying nothing is not an art this person has mastered, nor is it one that they've wanted to master, because they're the type that when they do talk, everybody listens. Okay? So what else does this Bard card talk about? Sensory, yep. They have like 6 senses, actually. They're powerful, whimsical, beautiful. So this is an attractive individual. They feel strongly. They can make, okay, this is the type of person that whatever they like, whatever they're into, whether that's music, a sports team, a movie, whatever it is, an ideology, belief system, they'll feel so strongly about it that it actually makes you feel strongly about it too. They're influential that way. And they're the type that views like resistance as an enemy. So again, that is some of that Queen in reverse rigid energy, where they would view like any sort of resistance, not getting their way, as like a challenge to their authority that they don't appreciate. They just like to go with the flow, you know, they like to march to the beat of their own drummer. So I feel like, you know, they're a very creative type, regardless of what career title they have. Day-to-day life or day-to-day details might get them off track from their creative work. Might be sort of a drag, you know. They could have a little bit of a hippie energy to them. They want to free themselves from outmoded ways of doing things, you know. I'm getting that this person is quite unconventional. And if they're not unconventional yet, like if they have a job at the bank or a corporate job or something like that, that's entirely possible. However, they're moving away from that, shifting away from that to be more authentic to themselves. They're liberating themselves. And they're looking into things, you know, through their intuition. They're trying to find their authentic truth in life and use that to guide their life. So I feel when they come towards you, this is what they're in the process of doing. Some of them are going to be farther along that path than others, but they are, you know, very much able to think outside the box, progressive in their thinking and in their feeling, and they're very sensitive but also very driven. Okay, so this is not like a starving artist type. I'm not getting that. I'm getting that this person is driven, but they do think outside of the box. Okay, so what are some of the cons of this type of a person? The person who's coming towards you, option 1, they are somewhat emotionally volatile. Okay, could be moody, have mood swings. We've got a couple fire cards here, and then I said water. So I mean, these are emotion based signs regardless of what sign they are. So this is somebody whose core identity is rooted in emotions, so that's why they have mood swings, due to their sensitivity. So they could have difficulty with the more boring aspects of life. Like I said, this could affect their communication unless they're being divinely inspired, unless they are being inspired by you or doing something they really like. And this could lend them to being somewhat unrealistic at times. You know, with this Fool in reverse card can talk about, you know, needing to wait for the right time lest you make a mistake, or, you know, behaving foolishly. So I feel if they do behave foolishly, it's due to this chasing of some dream or some inspiration within their life, whether it's a big dream or a small dream. It's all about, you know, marching to the beat of their own drummer, thinking outside the box. And I feel like that largely is their destiny and is what works for them, but at times it can get away from them. Nobody's perfect. They make mistakes. And this card it has famous individuals who fall under this category. Would be Michelangelo, the artist, James Brown, singer, and Kurt Cobain, also singer. So just to give you some archetypes of the type of person that's coming towards you, option 1. And their energy is passionate. You know, why should you care that this person's coming towards you? Because this is a passionate person. They have romantic intentions towards you. They find you very attractive. We saw that with the Queen of Wands. They are watching you from a distance, or when they meet you, they'll be watching you from a distance and wondering about you. And we saw that this is a detective type person. So when they're wondering about you, they're going to want to follow through on their observations and seek the truth about who you are. And that's through getting in contact with you. That's through getting to know you better. that will be through communication. So for those that think they know this person, the cards are saying this person is on the way and news is on the way. As this person, I feel like any fears they have, they're getting over those fears. They're becoming more open. I get a real beautiful energy from them, but yes, it is a bit volatile sometimes because they are passionate, and because they are sensitive, they can be a bit moody. And likely professions for this person could be like a musician, a vocal coach, in advertising, a painter, an architect, an actor, a chef, something along those lines. Creative but productive. And if this person were an animal, they could very well be a cricket, because crickets like to make music, right? A mockingbird. Mockingbirds are beautiful and delicate, yet interesting. Chimpanzees are very fun animals, very curious, inquisitive. Or a spider, very creative and subtle for the most part, surprising even. So this person, this is the person who's coming towards you. And so why are they coming towards you? Option 1. I feel it's largely romantic reasons, but I will draw a card for that to see. So why is this person coming towards option 1, Spirit? For those who have chosen option 1, why is this person coming towards them? Why is this person coming towards option 1? Why is this person coming towards option 1? We've got the Three of Cups in reverse. Why is this person coming towards option 1? I feel like this person could be a bit lonely, could be feeling a little left out, yeah. They want to socialize. A lot of us want to socialize right now. We feel a little bit lonely. So this person could show up at a party or something as soon as you can have a party, and as soon as it's allowed for a group of people to get together, they want to be involved in that. They feel left out and want to be included in some sort of a social function. I'm getting this person is lonely, and so they're moving towards they're moving towards you because of that. So if this is somebody that they're taking the initiative, they've worked on themselves. Chariot talks about somebody who works to improve themselves, so they're doing that. If there was difficulties in the past between the two of you, those are the areas they specifically have addressed here. But it's showing them taking action, traveling and moving towards you, and with willpower and with gusto, and this feeling of passion, basically. And we did see that this person is a passionate person. So why is this person moving towards option 1, please? Why is this person moving towards option 1? And we've got the Fool again, this time in the upright, because it's time for a new beginning. Some of you have been in separation from this person. Could have been a third-party situation that's in reverse now, so I feel they're leaving that behind. They're making a choice, and they're moving towards their heart's desire. If it was that they were involved in something, whether that would be with another person or they let friends or family or other obligations hold them back from you, they are taking the reins on their life. They're doing what they want to do, what's best for them. They're finding authenticity and balance within themselves enough to be able to move towards what they really want, and that is a new beginning. Now, you might not know this person. This person then would be, again, I feel like they're wanting to get out of the house. They're wanting to have a good time. They are tired of being cooped up. They want to free themselves from any restrictions. On the other hand, this could be somebody that is around the wrong types of people, and they've been overwhelmed. They've been trapped in the house with like the same old people who get on their nerves. They're disenchanted with that. They're longing to find like-minded people, so they're moving away from people who no longer suited them, and they're moving towards, some fun, some adventures, towards something new, and that will be with you. I'm getting, they're in sort of a discouraged, lonely energy right now. And I feel like they've grown as a result of this self-improvement, this enlightenment, this work they've done on themselves. They have outgrown the people that they're around, and their friends have not kept up. And so, if they were with another partner, that partner consumed too much of their time, inhibited their growth, and as a result of that, they're leaving that behind. And they want to see their friends more. They want to have some action. They want to travel. They want to stretch their legs, and they want to have some adventure, some fun, and a new beginning here. So it's actually really with the Fool card, fate, that's leading them towards you. Like, this is what is meant to be for you guys to meet, for you guys to get to know each other, for you guys to have a little bit of fun. It's like an innocent fun. This will increase, your hope in relationships. This person meeting you increases their hope in relationships, their ability to trust. They view meeting you as an opportunity. So, I'm definitely getting that the person coming to your life, option 1, is someone who is embarking on a new way of life. They're open to new experiences. They're excited for what lays ahead of them. Even if they're not sure about the path that they've chosen, and I can see, that they do try very hard to know what is best for them and what they should be doing. However, sometimes they can get a little bit lost still at times. They are still taking some sort of a leap of faith here, even if it puts them out of sync with the rest of the world. So, they've discovered a quest and a desire for meaning, and they're allowing it to take them into the unknown. And so as a result of this, this is the beginning of a new romance. For some of you, this is a new stage in an existing partnership. But it will have a faded energy to it. For many of you, this is a soulmate, and you are going to experience a lot of openness, excitement, and joy when you meet this person. All right, option 1, that's what I've got for you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to take this over to Vimeo, where I'm going to look at more things that they will feel and think when they meet you, and what your response to that and what your response to them will be. And then maybe we'll take a glimpse at your sex life, since this is a romantic connection. We'll look at the Tarot of Sexual Magic, how this person is going to view you sexually, and get some advice as well. So if you'd like to follow me over there, the Vimeo link is in the description box down below. And if this is where we part ways, thank you for tuning into my channel. Thank you so much for those who have purchased personal readings from me. And for those who have subscribed to my channel, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you liked it, please hit the like button. If this didn't resonate, perhaps choose another option or another reading. Either way, thank you for tuning in. Take care. Welcome, option 2. Thanks for tuning in. I hope everybody's doing well, staying safe out there. So this is your reading of who's coming towards you and why, and what will they think, what will they feel when they come towards you, okay? So I've pre-shuffled several decks, and let's get them spread out. Let's see who's coming towards option 2. So from the Tea Leaf Tarot, we've got Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. So somebody that is coming towards you is a hard worker and has worked towards some sort of success. And it looks as if that success is about to pay off. Okay? Next we have Shield. You need to defend yourself. So this person might be guarded or might have been guarded. When they come towards you, you might notice this about them. And so this person is something of a defensive energy, or has been in the past, perhaps while they were working towards some sort of success. And Fair Woman, dealings or relationships with with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. So this could be what your person looks like. This could be somebody that they're dealing with, okay? So that's what those cards say. Let's look at the archetype cards. Now, actually this card was in the upright. when it came out. Light attributes for the priest. So your person is someone who facilitates spiritual commitments and serves as a channel of spiritual energy. So they might be a spiritual person. This card is saying that they are. They might be religious, but definitely spiritual. There is something otherworldly about them that helps them to promote and enact, soul contracts. So it's likely that, they're coming into your life to activate a soul contract that the two of you share. And also this is someone that when they talk to you, they just channel energy. This is the kind of person that you could be having a conversation with, and it's very casual, and then they will mention something very detailed or distinctive or off the wall that you were just thinking about, or that you had just said to someone else, that there is no way that they could have known that, but somehow they know that, and you're just like, they're reading your mind sort of thing. This is coming from their spiritual channels. Okay. And we've got the gambler in the upright. So this is light attribute. This is someone whose willingness to follow their intuition even when others doubt it. So this is an intuitive person, and they trust their intuition. They might have learned the hard way to trust their intuition regardless. They don't care what others think. If they sound kooky or whatever the case, anything anybody says about them doesn't really matter because they've learned to trust their hunches, trust their gut instincts, trust their intuition. Okay? Even when others doubt them. And as such, maybe they do gamble. Probably they do okay at it because they have good instincts. And we've got the God card in reverse. So their shadow attribute of the person coming towards you, option 2, is despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. So there is a mean streak to this person. Nobody is perfect. This is, at the very least, a love of power or the desire to have power, even if it means controlling other people. So this person could be a tad bit power hungry or controlling. And from the music oracles, we've got Frank Sinatra. So it's kind of thinking Sagittarius because of the gambler card, and then Frank Sinatra's a Sagittarius, so it could be this person has those traits. But this person comes towards you with an attitude of everyone looks up to the guy behind the guy, which is kind of like a riddle, right? So this person, again, there's some way that they communicate that's kind of funny or interesting. Funny in an interesting way, like either they're channeling information from the other side unwittingly, they're channeling spiritual knowledge, or they are using metaphors or things like that, okay, which often is channeled, kind of like Yoda or something. But so I feel like this person feels maybe overlooked at times, or has felt overlooked, perhaps in his group of friends. He is actually the backbone of the group, or feels like he has a lot of worth, but yet, somebody else might get more attention. And then since this could be a woman as well, the saying, behind every great man is an even greater woman. So this could be, alluding to that as well, that this is someone who, is supportive. And yeah, and their lifestyle is fly yourself to the moon of your choice. So this person could like to travel. This person could be into astrology, astronomy, could be like a stargazer, like the moon, enjoy looking up at the moon, something along those lines. And so this definitely means, at the very least, that this person is a dreamer. Okay? They have big dreams, and the dreams that they do have, they put in the work to achieve those dreams, right? And it looks like they're about to hatch that egg, like something's about to happen here. That's a golden egg, by the way, too. So could be that they're about to receive a payoff from a financial investment, but certainly an investment of their effort is about to pay off. And their message to you is you only get one shot at life, so aim high. So they could say something along these lines to you when you meet them, but this would be their message for you. You know, you only get one shot at life, so aim high. So this is, again, talking about ambition, talking about putting in the effort, talking about being a dreamer, okay? So this person's a dreamer. So the Mystic Moon oracles that came out for this, we've got barrier. So that goes along with shield. And this person, when they come towards you, is going to feel, defensive. And this is something they could be working on overcoming, or some of them could just be defensive, have barriers up. Also, there could be like a physical barrier to the connection, or there's some other sort of a barrier perhaps to the two of you, or in this person's life. But we'll look more into this and see what comes out. Then we've got summer. So it could be that you are meeting this person, or they're coming towards you in the summertime. Somebody could have been born in summer. And we've got devotion. So I feel like this person is looking for a devoted partner. They're looking for a devoted partner, someone that they can return that devotion to. Then we've got lightning card from the Love Oracle. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. So, this person could be affected by some shocking news at present, or when you meet them, when they come towards you, there could have been some shocking news in the news, although I can't imagine things getting much more shocking than they have been lately, right? But there's some sort of sudden change that comes along with this person. Perhaps some sort of epiphany occurs that brings this person to you, or there's some other upheaval or transformation in their life. I'm going to see what this person's likely to feel towards you and likely to think when they meet you, okay? When they come towards you. Let's look at that. So we've got the Empress card, and with the Empress card, they'll likely feel or think that, you're so attractive. They could possibly even see you as somebody that they could have a child with. They could think to themselves, I think we'd have beautiful kids together. Also with this card, they could be feeling like you'd make the perfect partner to them, a devoted partner, and that they want to pamper you, okay? So they just think that you're beautiful and you would make a good mother, a good partner, and they want to pamper you. Then we've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. So with this card, they could be thinking that they're ready to leave arguing in the past. So if this sounds like someone that if you've been in an argument or a relationship that has frequent arguments, this is someone who's wanting to leave any arguments in the past. Or this could just be referring to, if this is someone that you don't know, it could be referring to just maybe they've had an argumentative nature or an argumentative relationship before they meet you, and they're just wanting to leave that contention in the past. And I feel like, there is some scattered feelings towards you. On the one hand, when they come towards you, they think you're beautiful, would make a wonderful partner for them. But on the other hand, their thoughts and intentions for you are going to be unsettled. Like you're going to be unsettling for them. So they're going to have some sort of scattered thoughts or intentions for you in your relationship when they come towards you. And then we've got the Tower card in reverse. So that kind of goes along with this lightning. Okay. See lightning striking the tower. So with this, they could be thinking or feeling when they come towards you that, they don't want to blow up, so they're holding their emotions in. So it could be, that you meet this person at something of a difficult time in their life where they're feeling guarded, I don't know if it's at work or to do with work, but there is some barrier that this person has or is dealing with, and I feel that's frustrating for them. So they could be holding in a lot of emotions, even anger, when they come towards you. And it might not have anything to do with you. If you're just meeting this person, then it's not going to have anything to do with you. If you know this person and if you resonate with that this is someone that you may have had arguments or a difficult relationship with in the past, when they next come towards you, they're going to be holding those emotions in. But at the very least, this is someone that's been through some hardship. And they're just going to be trying to put on a brave face and keep going, right? Put a smile on their face and act like everything's okay, sort of. And another thing this card could be saying is that this person almost made a huge mistake, but somehow avoided it, because a tower moment can talk about a catastrophe, some sort of devastation occurring. With it being in reverse, it's like they were able to dodge that or avoid that. So this person could have almost made a mistake and then avoided it, and so when they come towards you, this will be right after they narrowly escaped some sort of mistake or even accident, and then they could be a little bit flustered or in high emotions because of that. But again, they're trying to tamp that down and not really show that, okay? So the archetype card from the cards that I made, we got the Philosopher. Again, this goes with this Frank Sinatra card, and no, I did not cherry pick any of these cards. Those that use tarot or oracle cards know that they are pretty synchronistic without any special effort on the part of the reader at all. So the Philosopher is the type of person that you're going to be dealing with, the type of person that's going to be coming towards you. And the pros of this kind of a person is that they are very charismatic. Okay, we've got that. One of the things that was said about Frank Sinatra. This person is thoughtful, even-tempered. Okay, I feel like they do have a temper, but they manage to keep it under control most of the time. If it comes out, I feel like it's due to some sort of power issue being triggered within them, or some need to control other people. But generally, they try to keep an even temper. This is an intellectual, logical person, but not closed-minded. They are open-minded and very persuasive. Also, they have a good sense of humor, generally are very focused and kind. In cons of this person, they can be coldly rational, and argumentative. We did see that with this card here. The time they're coming towards you, they could be ready to put that argumentative in the past, though. Like that argumentative nature of theirs. They're ready to leave that behind, okay? And they're also sort of an anxious person. They could have suffered with bouts of depression, or occasionally still do. Maybe this is a type that it has difficulty working in a traditional office job. And for some, they could even be a tad bit antisocial, kind of like this is a dreamer or an artist or something. Regardless of what their job title is, they kind of do their own thing. And this is not a bad person or like anything along those lines. I'm not getting that. I'm getting their general energy is cold, calm, focused, and peaceful. Again, professions that they might actually hold would be like a religious leader, which is interesting that it says that because we've got the priest card. A professor, a security guard, a physicist. So this is a highly intelligent person. Animals that could represent this type of person would be the dolphin, known to be very intelligent but also very playful. The owl, it's like universal symbol of wisdom, but also ferocious when it needs to be. It's a predator. At the very least, since this is the Philosopher though, and not the warrior archetype, this owl would be more like the owl from Winnie the Pooh. So, yeah. And famous people that have this personality type are Socrates, obviously, big philosopher from the past. MLK Jr., Einstein, and Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu wrote the power of now, okay? So actually, the power of now was inspired by Lao Tzu. I'm sorry. Power of Now was written by Eckhart Tolle. Good book. But one of his inspirations was Lao Tzu, who wrote the Tao Te Ching. So anyway, but yeah, Martin Luther King Jr., if I didn't say that. And let's look at some other stuff. So the Romance Angels cards that came out for this person who's coming towards you is Release Your Ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So I'm feeling like some of these people... Oh yeah, we've got the Death card. Okay, so this person, they narrowly avoided a disaster. They might have been with someone, maybe this fair woman perhaps, who was an addict or some way was not good for them. They had maybe an argumentative relationship. This person might be more of a dreamer type, but they're also a gambler, so that they would take a chance on somebody that might not be the best for them. And now they're releasing that person. There's been a death to that relationship, and they're releasing that person. And I feel like, any barriers that they might still have would be around the need to completely release this person, because that person's energy is lingering a bit here. And it could have been, like the card says, a codependent relationship. And codependent relationships are hard to get over. They're very rarely based in love. They're based in enabling one another's bad habits, addictions. At the very least, it prevents people from growing. It creates barriers to people's growth and evolution, getting ahead in life. It really does hold people back from their potential. So I feel like they might, like I said, if I didn't say it, could have been going to marry that person, but certainly I feel like whatever or whoever this ex is, this person, has experienced a death to that connection, and they're in the process of letting that go. So this explains their energy, this Tower moment energy, these barriers here, the Shield. They're definitely coming out of a situation where they've had to surrender. They could have been defeated in a situation here. They could have been devastated by an ending, or at the very least, they've just surrendered and given up, that this connection with this other person, their ex, is just not working and is not going to work. So I think it's been really hard for them to admit that to themselves, because this is someone, I'm getting go-getter. This is a go-getter. They don't like to give up. They're used to their gambles paying off, and this is a gamble that's not paying off. So they're kind of in a tough spot when they come towards you, okay? But this other relationship's a dead-end situation, and they know that now, and that's why they're getting out of it, because it's actually harmed this person's spirit here, because we see that they have some sensitivity to spirit, good intuition. So it's really kind of, the more sensitive you are, the more you suffer in bad situations. So I feel like this person has suffered quite a bit in that past relationship with this ex. And it's not going to get any worse for them, though. I feel like a new day is dawning for them. And as hard as it is to admit defeat, they know that the sooner that they do, the sooner they can receive, some gifts in their life, and attract better people into their life as well. So it's not an easy time for this person, honestly, when they come towards you. But they are letting go of something that hurt them. They're letting God, and they're moving on from the situation with this ex. So some other things about your philosopher here, though. This is a person that loves wisdom. This is a person that believes in evidence. is rational. You know, they aren't somebody that's quick to fight. So I feel like that this person that they've dealt with in the past has been quite toxic, because this is not someone who is quick to fight. I feel like the reason they are in sort of this shadow energy right here, talking about cruelty or power to control other people, is because this is how they have had to become. They've been like pushed up against a wall. And, you know, even a gentle animal like a bunny rabbit, when it's pushed up against the wall or backed into a corner, you know, it's fighting its way out. And I feel that your person is kind of doing that, because this is not someone who likes to fight. It's not somebody who seeks fights, okay? But this is the energy they are in, unfortunately, due to this X situation around the time that they come towards you. This is a very curious person. I feel like you pique their curiosity. And this is also someone who can be a leader, but, you know, are just as often quiet academics or writers. So this could be, yeah, again, somebody who is a professor, or somebody who works in a lab, but they could very well be leaders as well, because they're highly intelligent and motivated. So, all right, that's what I've got for you. That's who's coming towards you, option 2. Thank you for tuning into this reading, and I hope you liked it. And if you did, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing if you haven't already, as that does support the channel. And thank you to all of those of you who have subscribed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And those of you who have purchased personal readings from me, thank you for that. If you'd like one, instructions how to get one are in the description box below. And if you'd like to be alerted when I upload a new video, hit the bell icon and turn on your alerts, and then it will let you know when I upload. Otherwise, I'm going to take this over to Vimeo. The link for Vimeo is going to be in the description box below, and I'm going to do an extended reading on this. I'm going to pull some more tarot cards to see how this person is going to be feeling and what they're going to be thinking when they meet you and or come towards you. And then I'm going to see, you know, how you're going to respond to them, what your response will be to this person. We'll get some advice for you, and then we'll take a look at how they view you sexually and how you view them sexually, okay? Because this is a romance reading, so we're going to go ahead and look into that. So follow me to Vimeo if you'd like to. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and take care. Welcome, option 3. Thanks for tuning in. So your reading is who's coming towards you and why, and what will they think, what will they feel when they come towards you. So let's get started. I pulled 3 tarocles. Hey, I like that. Tea leaf tarot or oracle cards. And so your first one is Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So it could be someone who's carrying a torch for you, right? Torches can talk about a romantic flame, some passion. It's kind of like the wands in tarot, which are about passion. And in this case, it's about spiritual development. This might be somebody you have a spiritual connection with, soul contract with, for enlightenment or awareness perhaps, or some sort of gaining of deeper understanding here. Then we've got the unicorn. It's kind of funny. We have 2 horses. One of them is a unicorn, but somebody could be born in the year of the horse in Chinese astrology, so look that up if you want. But the unicorn says, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So if you're wanting to make some changes in your life, you're being guided to use your intuition. I feel like you're being guided to use your intuition anyway, especially towards whoever's coming towards you. And I feel that this is someone who is trying to improve themselves, because we've got the enlightenment card here. This is someone trying to gain greater awareness and greater understanding, and they might be being guided by spirit to do that, okay? Their spirit guides are the ones helping them to do that. And this is for them to make some beneficial changes that require them to listen to their intuition. So it could be intuitive, they could be spiritual, but if they are spiritual, likely it's like newly spiritual, or just somebody who's trying to make positive changes in their lives when they come towards you. And short journey. So this talks about a short journey. This person could be a short journey away from you. They might need to travel to get towards you. And or when you meet this person, you could be embarking on a short journey at that time, or taking a short trip, and that's when you meet this person or they come towards you. But there's a short journey regarding how this person's going to come towards you. Okay? So let's look at the archetype cards. I pulled 3 of them for this person. The first one is guide. So it came out in their light attribute, and we've got, this is a nice picture. I don't know why that rich blue color is standing out to me, like royal blue or something along those lines. And owls are a symbol of wisdom. We've got this little light underneath here talking about, again, shedding light, bringing light to a situation, or learning wisdom, gaining wisdom through enlightenment. So this is someone who represents the nature of the divine in life and in themselves. Okay, so again, there's something divine about this person. It's like this is something, they might have always been this way, but maybe they didn't behave this way. I feel like, changes are happening for the better in this person's life, and it's bringing them to a more divine place, to where they're listening to spirit and intuition more. And we've got the thief in reverse. So this is shadow attributes. It's about stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. So this is the type of person that would take from somebody else something that they thought that they themselves lacked. People do this out of insecurity. So whoever this person is could be someone that you want to, again, listen to your intuition when you're around them. They might be somebody who, steals other people's thunder, steals other people's ideas. I know these aren't the best qualities you want to hear in somebody that's coming towards you, but this is coming out for a reason, so there must be a reason for you to hear this. Steals affection, so this might be someone, like if you're seeing someone interested in someone, this might be their friend who behind your boyfriend's back will like make the eye at you, wink at you, come on to you when nobody's looking, that sort of a thing. Could be, doesn't need to resonate for everybody. I'm just trying to give you an idea of the type of person this could be. And again, this is somebody that has felt disempowered or feels disempowered. So they try to take from others the things that they think they lack, whether those are actual things or, traits, right? Qualities. And we've got another shadow attribute for this person with the king in reverse. So this is the first option that had 2 shadow attributes as opposed to 2 light attributes. So this person is struggling, I feel. This reverse king talks about excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. So I don't know why this person might be an entitled type person, if they come from money, wealth, or power, or maybe the opposite. They're trying to compensate for the fact that they didn't come from money, wealth, or power, so they're trying to make up for that by being overly entitled. They might have a leadership position, management position, or something like that at their job, but don't have to. It's more about the attitude or the personality that this person has and the way they present themselves. And I feel like it comes, again, from insecurity, but yet they still do this, right? So whenever they get some sort of authority, they sort of abuse their authority, right? They let everybody know that they're the one that's in charge, they're the boss, and they feel like that's owed to them. Also, if they take things from other people, whether that's a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or if they have done that in the past, or if they take objects from another person, or if they steal a person's creative ideas and present them as their own, plagiarize, anything along those lines that the thief card could be talking about, comes from, again, the sense of entitlement, like I'm owed this. But I feel with the guide card, it's kind of interesting that this person has such shadow attributes when the light attributes are so rich and so good. This represents the divine in life and in themselves. So it's not like they're completely shut off from the divine light, and I feel it's something that they're coming into understanding more of and getting more spiritual, okay? And remember that the divine itself is represented by the yin-yang symbol, which is dark and light. This person looks like they still have a lot of work to do on their shadow side, however. I'm going to look at the archetype card that I made for them and see what that is. We've got the warrior, okay? So this does talk about somebody who is more in their ego. The warrior has a lot of good attributes, but, feeling entitled, being in charge, abusing their authority or control, these sorts of things, these are aspects of a warrior. So that makes sense to me. The good aspects of this person could be, that they're very strong, and we saw that. I got that energy from the horse card already. Horses typically tend to be, strong. And I feel like as a result, they could be physically intimidating. Regardless of gender, they might be very muscular or thick or tall or just have some energy about them that's a bit intimidating. I feel like they're quick with a retort, quick with a comeback, witty comeback, but sometimes their comebacks can be snide, sarcastic, depends on their mood, okay? And I feel like, this person is a type that is quicker to anger than they are to cry, so they don't like to show their softer emotions like crying or sensitivity, but they're real quick to like show their anger or their machismo, okay? It's the classic masculine archetype regardless of gender. But this is someone that fights for what they believe in. So if they believe in you, they will fight for you, right? If they believe in your connection, they will fight for that. This is a competitive person. They will defend their family and friends, the people they care for. They're usually successful. They're usually looked up to socially. They're usually decisive. So good at making decisions or quick to make a decision in general in their life. And some cons of this type of a person is they can be emotionally stunted, and I think that I can see that here with the Thief and the King in reverse. So in their youth and even about the time that you meet them, they might still be in somewhat of a bullying energy or a little bit too quick to anger, maybe a little bit uncomfortable with peace, like the type of people who, when things are going well, they're suspicious of that because maybe they've had to fight their whole life, okay? And we're getting like some stubbornness and closed-mindedness. So at this point, you're probably thinking, why do I want this person to come towards me? Well, Spirit is saying that they are coming towards you. So it's a good idea to probably listen to Spirit's advice on why they're coming towards you, which I'll get to here. Their energy is that they are aggressive, excited, and passionate, also direct, and professions they might have would be construction, law, or martial arts. Also could be a professional athlete or a soldier, and animals that represent this person is the tiger, wolverine, bear, and wolf, okay? So those might even be this person's totems. The music oracle card we got was Michael Jackson, so this person's attitude is that being unusual is not enough, you must be remarkable. So again, this is coming from this deep-seated feeling of insecurity, not measuring up, not being adequate. If you know anything about Michael Jackson, he was deeply insecure. He had an abusive parent who really abused his self-esteem. And so, yes, he is one of the most prolific performers of all time, but he got that way through using that insecurity to fuel him to perfection. And so I feel like this person is along the same lines in that sense. Sometimes they might, borrow or take other people's ideas or misrepresent themselves in a more glowing and attractive light in order to accomplish this. I feel they are hard workers, but they will cut corners if they need to in order to save face or present themselves the way they want to be presented in order to attract the support and the admiration that they really want here. Because to them, being unusual is not enough. They consider themselves unusual, yes, but it's not enough. They must be remarkable. So I'm getting this thought in my head. I'm hearing, justify your eccentricities. So this person must tell themselves that. Maybe that's their mantra. Justify your eccentricities. I know I'm different. I know I'm eccentric. I have to justify that by being excellent all the time. Or at least in their own mind, okay? So this person's lifestyle is remove yourself from contact with the ordinary. So they don't want to be ordinary, right? They want to be around the extraordinary. They want to be this king. And I feel like what they're aiming for is to be the king in the upright, which is someone who is enlightened, who is a leader but does it in a kind way, who benefits those that they are in charge of, whereas instead, they're still in a lower vibration. So, at least they're sort of on the right track to getting what they're wanting, because we see with the guide card and the torch card, they are moving towards enlightenment. But part of the reason why they are trying to attain this kingly status, and they might even dress, sort of bold and unusual. Michael Jackson dressed bold and unusual. He used to wear princely robes or jackets or, ruffles, things like a prince or a king would wear in the old days. And that's what this king is wearing on this card. So this person might be flamboyant, that's the word, in their dress. Could be for some, doesn't have to be for all. And this is their attempt to be extraordinary, okay? And they gravitate towards people who they feel are extraordinary in some way. So if they're coming towards you, well, at least you can know that this person finds you extraordinary in some way, okay? And their message to you is the world is the dance floor of the Creator. So this is talking about, the Creator, talking about the divine, talking about awareness, enlightenment, spirituality. They acknowledge a Creator, whether they're technically religious or spiritual or not, and they feel like, the whole world's a place for them to perform on, right? And they want to perform well and be different and extraordinary and make the most of their eccentricities. Let's look at the Mystic Moon oracles, and then I will see what this person thinks and feels when they meet you, come towards you. So the first one, this is your soulmate, okay? So this is a soulmate. This is someone you have a soul contract with. And we all have lots of soulmates. Some come in for a lifetime, some come in for a season. Pretty much they all come in for a reason. To learn something, to grow, to help us grow. But the image on the card shows a romantic soulmate. So this is a romantic soulmate, more than likely. This could even be the divine masculine. So if this seems like a tough reading, that kind of makes more sense if you understand about twin flames. It's a type of soulmate relationship that is really meant to trigger us and to help us grow. And so those relationships, unfortunately, do tend to be more difficult and complicated. So it kind of makes the reading make a little bit more sense to me right now. So for some of you, this is your divine masculine. We've got numbing. So this person could be numbing themselves, okay? That could be through any means, whether that's, smoking weed, drinking, overeating, sexual addictions, addictions to other people, addictions to, I don't know why I'm getting buying clothes or spending money on clothes, some of them. On extracurricular activities, if they're on any sort of leagues or sports, involved in any sort of sports type things. Maybe they're not doing that at present because the world's on lockdown, but this is the type of things that they would do. But there's something they're distracting themselves with, and I feel like for the majority of you, it's just like, it's probably like alcohol or a substance and spending. But take it how it resonates. And I feel that they're numbing themselves because I know they've still got all this shadow work to do. Okay, and we did see that with two cards coming out in reverse for their archetypes. And that is, to stop, stealing other people's thunder. Stop letting their insecurity make them feel entitled to other people's things or thoughts or creativity. They need to shed light on their own inner potential and let that be their truth, because they have an inner wealth within them that can never be stolen, and they would recognize that if they would let their guides guide them through their shadow work. But I do feel they are working on their shadow work. I just feel like they're numbing themselves, and that's really slowing down that process for them. So for what might this person say to you, or rather, what are they going to think? What are they going to feel when they come towards you, okay? I feel like I've seen this card recently. Did I not see this card recently? The Two of Wands. Okay. So I think option 1 or option 2, they wouldn't have had the Two of Wands, but they would have had someone watching them from a distance. And I feel like, you are as well. That's what this Two of Wands is saying, okay? So when they come towards you, they're coming towards you with this energy of, well, first of all, they come towards you because they gravitate towards you because they think you're unusual and extraordinary in some way. So they want to come towards you, but there might be something that's stopping them, and I feel like this is unresolved shadow work that they're numbing themselves to avoid doing or completing, okay? So this could be somebody that you know or somebody that you know of, a friend, something along those lines. Maybe you don't know this person, but they know of you. And so there's something stopping them from coming towards you, but they want to come towards you. And for some of you, this is like an ex or somebody from your past, and they feel like ever since you guys broke up, they just keep, vacillating or going back and forth between coming back to you or letting go. And then we've got the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups, she looks kind of smug there. All of the characters on the Nine of Cups, look a little too self-satisfied. It is a card about indulgence and satisfaction. Usually it's about a shop owner who has such success that they can share their drinks with everybody else. So there is some generosity associated with this card, but it's coming more from like an ego place. Just a little bit of an ego place, I feel, for your person. Any generosity they might extend towards you could come from an egoic place. So you might be meeting them when the bar is open back up, or they might come towards you in a social event, something along those lines. But what I feel that they're going to be thinking or feeling towards you when they come towards you is that, you know, they think you're the type of person who could make them feel really special. And maybe when they come towards you, you turn your attention to them, you start talking to them, and they find you very entertaining, and they just like the feel of your attention on them, and makes them feel really special. So they like the way you make them feel, okay? And so this person wants somebody who will fulfill their wants and needs, okay? They love it when their wants and needs are fulfilled, and they feel like you're somebody that can do that for them. On the more optimistic end of things, this person could be viewing you very much like wish fulfillment. But I feel like that will only apply to a couple of you, as I feel this is more of a person who's about getting their own needs and wishes fulfilled, okay? At least at the time that they come towards you. And then we've got Judgment card in reverse. So what this is saying is when this person comes towards you, they're going to be needing to detox, whether it's from a substance that they're numbing themselves with, or just like their negative feelings, their negative way of being, their insecurities. They need to detox from their negative feelings, but it's hard for them, okay? So like I said, they are trying, but I feel like they're not making as much progress as they could if they would completely surrender to their guides, their spirit guides who are trying to help them. And I feel like, if this is somebody that you know from your past, and you would know that by the way I've described them, then I think that, this person comes towards you because your guys' past together still really weighs heavily on them. So that's why they're coming towards you. So from the Love Oracle, we have heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. So this person could be recently broken up from somebody, or recently had their heart broken, or if it wasn't recent, then they are still heartbroken. So if it's somebody from your past, like I said, with that Judgment in reverse, your guys' past still weighs heavily on this person, still haunts them. And so this card's validating that, as well as saying that, even if you didn't have a past with this person, they're still deeply hurt by something. And at the very least, they're feeling lost when they come towards you, okay? Yes, some of you, this person is in separation from another partner, or could be in separation from you, as this card talks about time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So if this is your twin flame soulmate, then you're in separation from this person so that you guys can figure out what you guys really want to happen in the connection, sort of reflect on your time together and the lessons that you've learned by coming into each other's life, which is very much a twin flame thing to sort of do, is to separate, to sort of reflect on what you guys mean to each other, and the lessons that you brought to each other's lives. And so I feel like, this person, regardless of who they're separated from, what they're in separation about, whatever loss they've suffered here, they are trying to find their way forward in a healthy way, but I feel like, bad habits keep pulling them back. I feel very much that this person feels alone, and some of them, they don't want to be single. They are set up for being single, though. They have a single attitude with that 9, which is like a single person's card, the card of a single person who's self-satisfied with what they have. But yet there is something lacking, because this is not the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups shows the happy family under the rainbow, so this person is not entirely fulfilled, and that's where they're kind of looking towards you as somebody that could potentially fulfill them, okay? And for those of you who are sure you don't know this person, they could be in separation from a partner, or going through a divorce, or recently divorced, and so this is why they're sort of in this little bit of negative energy here. there is need for this person, again, to allow their guides to help them to heal. And they have to look really deeply within themselves to be prepared for the next part of their romantic journey. And I feel like this is something that they're going to be struggling with when they come towards you. Then we've got the Express Your Love card. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So that, I feel like, this person might express their love or their affection for you, like right off the bat. Especially if you already know this person. It could be an ex coming back, realizing that they're unfulfilled without you. And so they're letting you know that. But even if you don't know this person, I feel like, because they're in such a lonely place, because they're recovering from some hurt, some heartache, because things have been tough for them lately, I feel like they're especially vulnerable to showing their feelings, whereas normally they might not. So they might come on a little bit too strong or be a little bit too affectionate too quickly. So just be aware of that. And I know we sometimes complain that our partners don't express their love enough, don't tell us how they feel, and so it's kind of refreshing when somebody does express their love to you. But in this case, I'd be a little bit cautious just because of where this person is at currently within their lives and within their head and heart spaces, okay? They're a little bit vulnerable. So and then we got the deceit card, number 27. That breaks down to 9. So yeah, there's some deception involved with this person. And they could deceive you without even intentionally doing it. But this card is just cautioning you to listen to your intuition regarding this person and trust in that. Take things very slow with this person, even if and especially if they're trying to rush it with you. Whether rushing getting back together or rushing getting to know you better, whatever the case, because this person is likely wearing a mask or struggling with really trying to take off their mask. Could be used to dealing with people who wear masks, so are used to that, whereas you might not be like that. You might be more authentic than that. And so this deception card here is letting you know that it's important to recognize that while this person might not intend to hurt you, they could very well hurt you by misrepresenting themselves in some way. I feel like they're trying to stop being that way, but they could be, take advantage of you or be dishonest with you in some way, because this is the place that they are in their life right now. So pay close attention to what's going on around you. Now, if your intuition tells you that that's, maybe not the case when this person comes towards you, then it could be that this person's very cautious. They might be hypervigilant, really paying attention to those around them, including you, perhaps a bit suspicious because maybe they have been deceived in the past, manipulated or exploited in the past. And so they're just trying to tune into their vibes and their guides. And because I feel like they almost don't know who they can trust. I feel like they might have overlooked red flags in the past, and so they don't really trust their judgment entirely. And that makes sense when you look at the next card, which is the Judgment card, Higher Self. So could have been a bad relationship. You see these two people fighting on the bottom of the card here. A bad relationship that took a toll on this person's self-esteem or changed the way that they viewed relationships. So I feel like this person could be hyper vigilant with you or suspicious with you. And again, though, whether you're needing to be cautious of this person or whether they're approaching you with caution, I feel like the thing is to know that even if they don't intend to hurt you, somebody in this mind frame can hurt you anyway, inadvertently, just due to trying to protect themselves, right? So they're, I'm not going to lie, they're a little bit messy, a little bit up and down. They might say some really nice, affectionate things to you right off the bat, and then immediately retract or, close back in on themselves and then act, more closed towards you, where a second ago they were very open. This sort of a thing, where the way that people act when they don't trust their own judgment or they're still skeptical of relationships or partners, okay? But they do want to, they do like you. They do look at you as potential wish fulfillment. So, the attraction's there, but it's just like they could inadvertently perhaps hurt you as a result of maybe withholding information or neglecting to mention something or something along those lines. Or like we saw with this person with the Thief card in reverse, for a very few of you, this person could technically maybe take something, a possession of yours, or I'm getting steal your heart in a way, come on very amorously and steal your heart and then not be worthy of it. So you're being guided. Listen to your intuition on that and just pay attention when this person comes around to whatever signs or signals you're getting about them, okay? Because at the very least, this person is in fear, and they can be a little bit thoughtless as a result of that, or a lot thoughtless. And I feel like they have dealt with some dead end relationships, some disappointing outcomes, and they're just trying to protect themselves from being deceived, almost like get them before they get me type energy. They might have a tad bit of trouble with honesty in general because of what they've been through. They are working on that, though, working on having more integrity to be honest. But until that happens, just be cautious when this person comes towards you, okay? Option 3. So I am going to take this over to Vimeo, and I'm going to get some more thoughts and feelings from this person when they meet you, and then I am going to see what your response to them is going to be, and we'll get some advice, and then I will ask the Tarot of Sexual Magic, how this person's going to view you sexually and how you're going to view them sexually and your overall sexual energy together, okay? So if you'd like to follow me over there, the link will be in the description box below. And if this is where we part ways, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting my channel. If you did like the video, please hit the like button. And if you would like to receive notifications when I upload a new video, you can hit the bell icon and turn on your alerts, and it will notify you when I upload. And if you'd like a personal reading, the instructions on how to get one is in the description box below. Guys, take care.